Self doubt isn't a character flaw. What it is evidence that you actually care. And I have spent 15 years of not knowing that, right? 15 years of carrying something that was never what I thought I was or what I thought it was. Because this is one of the important ones that I really want us to understand about this. What did 15 years of self doubt actually cost me? Because honestly, the, the biggest thing it stole was the trust in myself. Because after a while, self doubt stops feeling like a thought, right? It starts feeling like your identity. It got to a point even when people would say good things about me, and I couldn't fully receive it. Someone would say something like, "Oh, you did amazing out there," and instead I'll just instead of feeling like, "Oh yeah, okay, but they're good, they're proud, right?" Mm-mm. My brain would instantly start searching for the reason why what they said was wrong. Like, really? Oh, that they probably didn't even notice that mistake I said there, or that sign I missed, or that thing I did. They're just trying to be nice, right? Yeah, they're just trying to be nice. If they knew what was really happening internally, right? That this is how deep it got. I stopped trusting my own interpretation of reality, doubting my decisions, doubting my ability, doubting whether I even deserve to be in certain rooms. Yeah. And the exalting part is externally, I still kept functioning, still showing up in assignment, right? Still doing the work that I've been asked to do, still smiling, still sounding professional. Meanwhile, internally, I was struggling badly with myself. And do you know how exhausting, I mean, it is to constantly feel like you're one mistake away from proving your worst fear about yourself to reality, right? And that self-doubt got worse over the years. Because when you have spent enough time doubting yourself, yeah, eventually you start turning on yourself. You stop feeling safe with yourself. Peace starts feeling like unfamiliar, right? Even rest didn't feel like rest anymore because mentally I was always analyzing myself, monitoring myself, constantly questioning myself all the time. And there were even moments when I would genuinely question why I was, why am I still interpreting? Why am I still doing this? What the heck am I doing? Why? And it's not because I didn't love the work, because there was love, there was passion for this, but because I just could not separate the work from the emotional suffering that I was experiencing internally. And this is how loud the doubt had become to that point. And what finally shifted it for me? Honestly, let me be honest with you, I just got tired. Okay. I got tired of being at war with myself. I really honestly got tired. I got tired of abandoning myself every single time fear showed up. I just got tired. I got tired of needing to be perfection just to feel temporary okay. And slowly I just started realizing something that the problem was never that I lacked the capability, right? It wasn't that. The problem was that I had built an identity around not trusting myself. And the identity was unlike skill, it can be changed, right? So So maybe your 15 years looks different from mine. Maybe yours has been 3 years. Maybe yours has been seven. Maybe yours has just been a few months. Like, or maybe you're right at the beginning and you're already feeling like it's building, right? You can feel it. And it doesn't matter how long you've been carrying it. Okay. It doesn't matter, honestly. What matters is what you do with it from here on out, right? Because here are 7 things that I wish someone had told me sooner. And the first one is qualification was never fixing the wrong. Thinking qualification, we're fixing the wrong thing internally. I was thinking, you know what? Let me do one more training on this. Let me just do this specific thing here and this there and now. I just kept collecting continuous personal development, thinking that a course will come out, a program will come out, and I would just keep collecting them. That was one. The second thing is, I mean, like just getting that more qualification and hoping that finally that would make me enough, right? But the certification cannot reach the part that you need convincing the most. And that's what we have to understand, that I try to solve an identity problem with an evidence of strategy. And it never worked for me, and I don't think it works for most people. I never thought about I never thought about it like that, right? Number two, the second thing that I wish I was told sooner was everyone I compared myself to was fighting the same battle privately. They had their own woes too. The interpreters that I thought were unshakable was managing their own version of this. They were feeling and experiencing the same thing too. I was comparing my inside to their outside, right? I was calling it reality, and it was never reality, right? Number three of what I wish I knew sooner, I kept waiting for confidence to arrive. Yeah, when I get qualified, when I do this, I I just I never gave myself permission to just show up fully present in the moment. But confidence was never going to arrive first. It was never going to be it. I always was going to I always what follows up when you show up. That's how it comes. Not after you showed up. Why you show up? I had the order completely wrong. I thought, okay, it will come. Then it's you showing up and then it comes in for years, right? Number four, every mistake I replayed on my way home was evidence I was collecting against myself. I thought I was just debriefing, I was doing my thing, I was, just making sure next time. No, I was building a case for my own prosecution. Like I was like getting to the slaughterhouse with my own thoughts and words for self. And then I was wondering why I felt like I was always on trial. And the replay was never the problem. It's the direction of it was where I was taking it to, what I was thinking, how I was feeling, and what that was doing to me. That was the problem. The fifth thing that I wish someone told me sooner was I gave other people's opinion about my potential more authority than my own lived experience. One person's doubt about me became louder than years of evidence that I could do this. One person's opinion should never become your identity, ever. Number six of what I wish someone told me sooner. I thought that belonging was something the room decided, the people, the colleagues decided I belonged. I kept waiting and walking in, waiting for permission, waiting for people to say, yes, you're part of us. Yes, you're supposed to be here. Waiting for the room to say, yes, come on now. You're part of us. You're it. You're the interpreter. No, the room was never going to say that. Belonging was always something I had to decide before I even walked in. You get to decide that too. Number 7, I was so focused on not getting it wrong every time I show up for an assignment that I forgot why I was actually there. I was there for the message. I was there to make sure. I wasn't there to perform, right? The people who needed me, the reason why I was booked to be in that space, not that the people I was afraid of disappointing. When I came back to purpose, everything shifted. Why was I booked? What's the aim of the appointment? What is the thing I'm here to do? Right? That I reminded myself. And here is the thing the thing that I want you to hear from all this. You have been treating your self-doubt like a character flaw, right? Like evidence you do not belong. Here's what I want you to know from now. Interpreters who never doubt themselves, yeah, are usually the ones not paying enough attention. The self-doubt is not evidence that you are wrong or you're in a wrong profession, even. It is evidence that you care deeply about what you're doing right. You want to make sure you do it right. So the question was never whether you belonged, right? The question was whether you are going to keep letting the self-doubt, the doubt, answer that for you. Because you did not waste years doubting yourself. You spent years caring so deeply about getting it right, right? And you couldn't see it how much you already were getting right. And that is not failure. That is devotion. And devotion, oh my gosh, it's pointed you to the right direction. Is exactly what this work requires. Because you're attentive, you're seeing what can I do? With the meaning we're giving what's coming true. You do not have to spend 15 years figuring this out alone. The identity research for interpreters, 4 weeks designed to close that gap for you, for interpreters and translators in training, newly qualified a few years in. The waiting list is now open. I am Nene, and we do this every single day. Your voice matters, and it's your time to use it. Bye for now.